Opinions expressed in this program are those of the program's host and guests, and not necessarily those of WSTU management, staff, or sponsors. WSTU does not endorse any products mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU. It's now time for Leadership in Business, brought to you by Jon Campion of European Kitchen & Bath and Todd Harris of Crown Car Care. Call in with questions and comments. 220-9788. 220-WSTU. And now, here's your host.
Hey, it's December.
It is.
It is.
The first day.
It's cold outside. It's
We
80.
made it.
Well,
made it.
it's Jon Campion. Hello. Welcome. That's my big sidekick, world famous big Frank Mezzapel.
How you doing, John?
Good, man.
Good to see you in the big seat.
Yeah, I'm there. Thank you. I remembered to pull it all over in front of me and put the microphone in front of my face.
Yep. There you go.
And
You're a professional now.
I am. Yes. Do not try this at home.
We got a caller.
Already?
Yeah, we have a caller. You're on the line. You're on the air.
This is a customer of Crown Car Care, Palm City, Charlie.
Hey.
What a great job. I picked up my station wagon, golf station wagon,
Yeah.
running like a top.
Well, that's great.
Dropped off my sedan. That'll be done tomorrow.
Well, very good. We'll let Todd know. Todd's not in the studio today. Today is John's day in the big seat.
Oh,
But-
okay.
We're waiting for you to
Okay.
go over and buy a couple Toto toilets for your house.
Yeah.
No, I did stop at Jon Champion's European Kitchen & Bath several years ago to get some ideas.
Yeah.
I ended up going a different direction, but
Well-
it was a beautiful showroom.
Well,
Thank
you
you
should
very
see
much.
it now. They've even revamped it even more. You know, if
Well,
you,
I'm so
if you got a
busy. I'm
minute.
going to be I'm doing Denny's show now.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
I'll
Yeah.
be on the air tomorrow.
Good. I'll be
I'll
listening.
raising money for the children.
Good. Good.
All right.
Well, then you might like
Oh.
today's show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm listening to your show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to your show.
We've got our guest. My guest today is Steve Clawson from Colorado Pawn, and I don't know if you're familiar with Steve and his wife Evie.
I've seen the pawn shop and thought about stopping by for a deal. You know.
Well, you need to come in and check us out. This is Steve.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Excellent.
fun. It's a lot of neat
Good.
stuff in there.
Yeah,
All right.
Well, thanks,
Very
Charlie.
good. All right. I've been in the area since '83, visiting.
I
Right.
listened to you last week on the show, John. This is John. I listened to you last week on the show. Todd is very pleasant to listen to, isn't he? He really can explain it.
Oh, Todd is great, and I'm Paul running the deal there.
Yeah,
Right.
I got a good,
Got a
good
good team.
setup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you should
A lot
see.
of traffic, however, when you pick your car up
Oh.
at 4:00 in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll
I think
change
I'll
in a
buy
few
a
years.
Loach, a bubble helicopter.
Yeah.
I'll get around.
There you
Really
go.
easy.
That'll be
Sure.
fun.
Why not?
Hey, I got a landing zone behind my house.
Yeah, okay.
Not a problem.
Good deal.
I'll
Good
let you
deal.
guys go.
Thanks,
Talk to
Charlie.
you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Very good.
So as I
Always
was,
good to hear from Charlie.
Oh yes, of course, every week. Thank you, Charlie, for your kind comments. Steve Clawson is our guest today
Mhm.
from Colorado Pawn, and our Colorado Pawn and Jewelry. Excuse me. Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
yes.
Colorado Pawn Jewelry.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
I let-
Two locations. Two locations.
Not one, but two.
he's not shy, and that's why I invited him on here. We'll see. I did tell him that he and Frank could do the show, and I'll just stand by and take notes.
No,
but
not at all.
Frank's not going to do that to me
No,
today.
no.
But anyways, it's great to have you here, Steve. And thanks for, like I said, when I walked in with you, thanks for being nice to me, even though it's kind of hard to do.
John, you're always great. Always easy to be nice to you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Your wife, Evie, trained me every time I see
Yep.
her.
She loves you.
I
Yep.
love her too.
Yep.
You guys are walking distance between your
Oh
showrooms.
yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
run into each other at the car wash or over
Mhm.
at Wawa's all the
Mhm.
time,
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
cruising around, doing a little walking around in the cemetery next door.
There's some plots between us.
They're plotting, and then people are just dying to
Yeah.
come in. As
They
you know.
are. Yes.
Right.
yes.
So, we always have customers. Honestly, I think we have ghosts from that. I've always felt like we've had
Really?
ghosts in the building. I'm not a real believer in ghosts,
Yeah.
but there's sometimes
Some spooky things
I've
happening.
grabbed some metal rods and walked out in the warehouse and go, who's out here? So anyways,
Too funny.
yeah, it is too. But anyways, I invited Steve today because he and his wife Evie, we're talking about, first of all, let's kind of circle around here. We're talking about leadership in business, leadership in small business, because we're small business people. And of course, small businesses make up 90% of the businesses out there. And it's really great to see a lot of different advertisements out there, whether it's on TV or radio or even when you see the billboards of people where they're reminding everyone out there to shop local, because it is the key to the survival of our community. And when we see one of our brothers fall off, it's always a sad thing, and there's some challenges out there now, that's for sure. And we all just kind of have to put our hands through each other's arms and parade together and support. And I'm telling you, the Martin County folks out there, please take my plea seriously. I know that Steve feels that way. I feel that way. I had another couple small business owners in today, and we were all talking about it. Whether you're talking about can't find employees, or the supply chain, or the price increases, where that's a nice thing. You don't have to deal with price increase. Well, I guess you do.
Oh, I do. I just went down, trying to get gold and silver to sell for Christmas is tough. We haven't had a lot come in. So, we go down and go to wholesalers and try to buy stuff. And it's you can't get a lot of things,
Wow.
So a lot of just different style chains and stuff.
Just,
it's hard to get.
Yeah. I mean,
So yeah, we have a hard time with supplies, but we still have a decent amount of jewelry, especially, and then a lot of tools.
Well, that's important too, because, you go into either of Steve's stores, their jewelry selection is fantastic.
Right. My wife loves going through Steve's store. She really does. And she's very fun.
Did she bring her bag of cash with her?
She is very fastidious,
fastidious. I love it.
But the staff there is great because they're patient. English is their second language, but they're very patient with her, and they answer her questions. Right? Yeah, I mean,
some of them. Yeah.
Wait till I bring my wife in, because as Steve knows, I've been keeping him in the loop. Dee Dee lost. She has about 2 or 3 bands. Huh? She lost a diamond down the drain several months ago, and I keep asking her if she has found her band, so we can go down there and.
Yeah, we can replace. We do jewelry repair, so we can look at your stuff and replace it.
Yeah,
and
you can tell me, hey,
we're normally going to get it done for a lot less than if you go to a jeweler.
Well, you are a jeweler. You guys. And I've sent a few people, some of my friends, who were saying, I got to go to. I said, go here. Go here, and I know you got a couple pros at each store besides yourself. So.
Yeah, we had a very good team, and they're all been with us for quite a while, so they're very knowledgeable too.
See that's the other key here is your team. You're not a big company. You have 2 locations, as I do, but I always let you go first on that because you coined it, and I was too slow to think about it. Of course, we have between both locations we have 46 years. Can you deal with that?
Wow, that's great.
That's pretty good, considering I'm only 64. So. It's catching up to me.
You were a whippersnapper.
I used to be pretty sharp. I used to almost have a full head of hair back when I was 26. So anyways, but in all seriousness, thank you, Frank. I told you should do this show. No, but we, it's when you have this, we have 9, maybe 10 people between both stores, 10 people. And so, when you talk about doing things, the first thing I think about is, well, at least I put the food on 10 families' tables every day, hopefully, unless they're eating out a lot. But, it's there, and it's pretty amazing.
Right.
And so that's what your small businesses do out there. And, of course, they coin, or I should say they qualify small businesses 100 people or less. But, how many small businesses do we know have 100? There's several in Martin County, but at the same time, look up and down the street when you're looking for a place to, go find something.
Right.
And your small business people are your best reference to know what's going on around town.
Mm-hmm.
So you agree with me on that, boss?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you go to the small guys just to find out what's going on and just check things out, because you go to the big box places, and a lot of times the service isn't there, and then the prices are
well,
a
you
little
go
different.
there to, check out the plumbing, and they got the guy coming over from carpeting, what does he know?
Right.
I mean, or maybe the cabinet. He goes, "Oh yeah, the old cabinet gets wet when the faucet leaks." Well, yeah, no kidding. So
Duh.
I almost used one of Breckbill's words, but anyways,
Yikes.
yeah, yikes! FCC's on their way.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
So you were going to talk about nonprofits, huh? Supporting nonprofits?
Well, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. I'm just
Okay.
trying to set. I'm just trying to set the tee up. I'm a good yakker.
Tea?
Yeah, he's teeing it up for you.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Can I stick your tee in the ground, and which way you like it? You like a
Are
tall
you a
tee
righty or a lefty?
Oh,
yeah.
geez, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't golf, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, they don't have
Give me
clubs long
give me
enough.
the basketball.
They don't have
Yeah.
clubs long enough. They don't have, when I figure, Steve, if you're swinging a driver, when that driver is at its height, it's like 9 feet off the ground. How are you going to get that to go back down and hit that little ball straight?
Well, think of the momentum and the power that it'll have when it
The
hit
shift
Yep.
of the weight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, from your right to your left side. I get it. All right, he can play in your foursome.
I think so.
So let's talk some nonprofits, big guy. I've always been really impressed, and I talked earlier off air about some of our business friends, and you always wonder how they do things, why they do things the way they do, whether it's advertising or how you're pursuing it. I'll just make the statement, and maybe you can carry it from here. Is we know that there's close to over 400 nonprofits in Martin County, and that's a lot of people looking for money.
Well, basically, yes, right.
501(c) or whatever,
Mhm,
and they're looking for money, and there's only so much kind of money, or where you want to have that money go. And I understand a lot of the stuff you do is aimed towards the youth,
Right. Well,
youths.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're a Christian business, so we look at a lot of Christian organizations, and then also just organizations that support kids, that help out kids. I know we were talking about Project Lift. Bob
Right.
does a great job there. We're helping kids, and that's kind of what we look like. The Martin County PAL. I know Noel
That's what
does a great job where they help kids that are in trouble in high school, and they get them into boxing and just different leadership. They have a leadership class that they're doing. So those are the kind of organizations that we love to support.
So when you were looking at this stuff and you kind of came across, I know some of it, Evie's probably got her ear out on the sidewalk all the time, trying to figure out where the best places are for this.
Yeah. Well, Evie's involved in, Evie's my marketing director. She's my marketing guru. So everybody knows Evie. Beautiful lady. And she's always out there doing stuff. And she's in almost every chamber there is around here. I know she's in Hope Sound, Palm City, the Stewart Chamber, and we try to stay involved in most of them. PSL we've been involved in, but the three that I mentioned we're really involved in a lot.
Well, yeah. We have 5 Chamber of Commerces in Martin County, which is nuts.
It is nuts,
but, it's segmented in a certain way. You have big from 1,500, like the Stewart Martin County, down to 400, Hope Sound or Palm City. But, what you have when you have some of those smaller groups, and of course I've been to, I was at your Christmas tree. Was it your Christmas tree event last year over at the Chamber, Stewart Martin County? I got up early one day and went to breakfast.
We've done it. Yeah, we did it this year too. We just had it like last weekend.
Yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I was doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think is that Tykes and Teens?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's
yeah.
the Tykes and Teens one where we raise money for that.
Yeah,
and,
that's pretty cool.
yeah, that's fun. We always have fun with that.
That's a good one. That's a very
we
good
usually dress up as Mr. and Mrs. Santa and then stand there and
Well, she dressed up like
an
an elf.
Yeah, she's usually an elf. That's
one.
right.
yeah.
She's perfect for it.
Yeah.
God,
And I have to wear my Santa hat and my
Right.
suspenders
yeah.
to go along. So
Well,
the
you
elf will
guys
walk
got
with
all
me.
you guys got all the toys
Yeah.
to dress in. You
Oh,
know,
they're just a delight. Yes, when they take pictures with for the press release stuff, but even taking pictures with the various folks that want to be photographed with you guys. I mean, they're always available for that, and it's pretty cool.
celebrities.
Yeah,
in
well,
their
it's,
own
Celebrities.
right.
it's cool.
Local Pawn Stars.
Well,
There
yeah,
you go.
pawn, not
Yeah.
not pawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pawn Stars.
Well, the thing with the two pawn stores they have, say that three times real
Pawn and
fast,
jewelry.
then I'm going to get
Yeah.
in trouble.
Mhm.
They're like Steve said, they're Christian-based people, and they run very clean stores.
Yeah.
There's no gun and junk in there,
Right.
and that's huge, I think.
Mhm.
And I think people just don't. I mean, they assume that all pawn stores are kind of the same, but you guys.
Yeah, well, we've talked about this before. The pawn industry, I think, is very misunderstood or kind of categorized. As if you go into a pawn shop, then it's not good. It's your stuff's stolen or whatever,
Right.
and that's not true anymore. We work directly with the police department. Everything we do goes online every night. So if you bring something in, it's going to be seen by all the police departments here in Florida and nationwide. So it's it's called Leads Online, and pawn shops report everything. And we've been around since 1981, and we are very upstanding and report
Right.
everything that comes in. And so something, so if you do bring something in that's not yours and pawn it or sell it, there's a great chance of getting caught. And we work very closely with the sheriff's department and the local police department.
So and so the point there that I want our listeners to understand, because we know I
Right.
love being on the radio with Steve, is because they run such a really clean, down to earth business, and family oriented, and
Right. And most of our customers are just customers that either want to get rid of stuff, don't know what they have. We get a lot of elderly people here in Martin County that
Yeah.
come in with their box of jewelry and say, hey, I'm not sure whether anything in here is real or and we'll go through it. We'll separate it. We'll separate the silver, the gold, and the costume jewelry, and we'll tell them, and then we'll give them prices, and they can take it home and figure it out. Or sometimes they're like ecstatic, and they walk out with $2,000-$3,000, and they love it. The other side is just the businessman that is waiting for a check. And there's a lot of contractors and builders around here where they're waiting for a check to cash, and they need money to do payroll. They'll bring in their Rolex and get $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and
Wow.
so we help them out.
Yeah,
And
well,
and then so a lot of people
A
use us
bridge
as a pawn
loan,
shop,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
bridge loan.
short-term loan.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it long-term, but
he's
you
got
get in a jam.
nonprofit on the brain. No, it's great.
Nonprofit.
That's what I always. Some days I'll say to a customer, I said, "Yeah, we're running the best nonprofit in town today. Spend some money with us, will you please?"
Yes. Right.
But some of the notes I had taken here were, I think the most important. Well, it's very important is, when people hear you say Christian based, they kind of go, oh, but you guys, you're doing the right things. I mean, and that's what in my opinion.
Well, yeah, we're very honest. We're very open. We'll tell you. We're not gonna. Obviously, we're gonna pay you a fair price. But if you want to try to make more money, well, then you can sell it on your own and put it on OfferUp or go on to eBay and stuff and deal with, answering the questions and the customer, and then pay the fees that they charge. But we just, a lot of people don't want to hassle with that. They'd rather just come in and take their drill that they don't need anymore and just sell it and be done with it. you know.
So you got your regulars, you got your people who believe and really trust you, and you're an important part of their.
Right. And on the loan side, yeah, we're an important part of a lot of local families and people that, I mean, it's the American dream. We tend to spend more than what we make. The new,
Right.
PS5 comes out, and what do? We go buy it, and then then we get the FP&L bill, and we're like, oh crud, I got to pay that too.
Yeah, unless you're
And-
Frank or I married
Right.
to the women
Yeah.
we married.
Exactly. And then you got all this money.
Well, I just let her. No, I just let mine handle everything. I handed
okay.
everything over to her like
Yeah.
25 years ago.
So for our listeners, uninitiated, PS stands for PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yes,
5.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all your
PlayStation 5.
all
yeah.
your it's fun when you can start talking in tongues and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicknames.
Right.
So
But that's a big deal. I mean, the theme of today's show really talks about the focus that independent retailers such as yourself and Steve, you could just open up your doors, conduct your business, and go your merry way. But rather than just taking money out of the community, you invest back in, and you're very selective about that. You and Steve both, and you choose venues that you feel more closely reflect your values and the values that you want to see developed in our community. And I think that's good to highlight, underline, and put out there.
one of the comments that comes up to me really a lot now is because we're in the kitchen and bath business, so there's a ton of remodeling going on, and people say you must just be cranking. I said, well, we can't tell. We're busy. We know we're busy, and we know we have a lot of it's kind of weird when you have a place like us with a showroom, and you got people that walk in every day, and probably during the course of the day we'll have at least 20 to 30 customers come in. And, some are kicking the tires and looking around. Some are returning. We have a lot of new customers, but the bottom line is there is, we can't, I can't sit there and say, oh yeah, business is up this or that. And what I basically say is, hey, all I know is I'm paying my payroll, getting my employees paid. I'm paying my bills, and, we're not losing money. We're not, there's been plenty of years where it hasn't been like that, but we've always treated our employees first at the end of the year. It's kind of like, reminds me of every year at Thanksgiving, we watch Christmas Vacation, the National Lampoon.
Oh yeah.
And in there,
Chevy Chase.
everybody is, they're talking about, well, everybody expects the bonus to be part of their pay, and he didn't tell us, and now he's going to sink in his pool that he can't pay for. But thank God for Cousin Eddie.
Yes.
But if you haven't seen the movie, shame on you. We
Right.
watch it every Thanksgiving, and
Oh yeah, that's must see TV.
yeah, you're going to quote the lines before they say them, and that's where you're watching the right movie. But in all honesty, when I watch that movie, I think about the impact and what happens when you're not honest with your employees, and you're not honest with yourselves. Now, we talk about supporting nonprofits, and we do ours at the end of the year usually, and we write a couple checks, but I've always wanted to at some point say, okay, during the year, this is what I want to do. Every $5 from every sale will go into this pot. And that's something that I think is kind of important, and I'd like to get into that. I think about it all the time. But you do it on your own, but you're giving it to them.
Right.
I mean, we support them too.
Right.
So I guess I should also say, and I'm able to write a couple checks to my nonprofits every year and feel good about it. Could be the Treasure Coast Food Bank or House of Hope, or those are the type of things we want to make sure people are eating and they're getting taken care of.
That's interesting, John, because what we do every year, and Evie came up with this, is we have an angel tree in each store. And we have little wooden angels that let's see, in Port St. Lucie store, I think they're gold, and in Stewart store, they're white. But anyways, we have these little wooden angels, and you can come in and buy an angel for $1, $5, $10, or whatever. And at the before Christmas on about the 20th, my wife has selected with certain local charities, one family in each county that we support. And so we'll buy them Christmas for their kids and we'll feed the family. So we have our customers get involved in that, because what we do is we double it. So if you give $10, we'll put it in $20. And then with that monies, we go out and we support a local family just
Nice.
as part of our
See, so there's
kind of
a
our
perfect
mission.
example, and it's
You know.
kind of absorbed during the. Now, and those trees are they year round, or as it goes up?
No,
through
they're
the season?
there right now. December
Okay.
1st, they're up.
Mhm.
Actually, in Port St. Lucie, it's been up about 15 days.
Well, folks,
So if you walk in there, you're going to see a tree, and in the counter, you can ask them, "Hey, I came over here to get an angel and help out a local family, and you can give me $1 and we'll give you an angel. You can sign your name on it. You can sign whatever you want. You can say, hey, God bless you, or hey, thanks for supporting, or whatever you want. Because each you take your angel and you can even color it if you want. We'll give you some Crayolas there.
so that angel stays on the tree.
Yes. The angel goes on the tree, and our goal obviously is by Christmas to have it full, so we can help a local. Last year we helped 2 families in Martin County and 1 family in Port St. Lucie.
So as the people come in, you pull out, they buy an angel, and you put it on the tree, and
they put it on the tree.
They put it on the tree.
I give it to you, and
Like
you can
hanging
put
an
your name on
ornament.
it.
How cool is that?
So you
That's nice.
You fix an ornament, paint it, and we have markers that you can draw a little picture on it and stick it up there.
Is that what you were doing when I was at that event at the chamber a couple of years ago? Maybe it was right around this time.
No, I think I was making something else then. I
don't know. I know I know I peeled my wallet open. Anything that Evie and Steve do, you gotta.
We got another caller.
Really?
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
You dropped off the air several times.
Oh,
So the angel tree is in the Colorado.
yes, Colorado.
Pawn and Jewelry, the Stewart location,
okay.
and the
Which,
Port St.
honestly,
Lucie.
it's a great thing. We were doing that with Evan the other day.
Oh, okay, great.
At WSTU.
Excellent.
All right, very
Right.
good. I'll
Well-
be stopping by. I've already done 100, but I love to help the children.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we
great.
do too.
I'll
thank
stop
you.
by.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Charlie. All right.
Yep.
All right. Bye. All right. Well, that is probably a good opportunity for us to.
We're gonna take a break?
Segue. Yes.
All right. Well, this is Jon Campion on leadership and business with my co-host Big Frank Mezapel, and of course our wonderful guest today, Steve Clawson from Colorado Pawn and Jewelry,
Right.
2 locations.
2 locations. Yes,
All
sir.
right. We're going to take a break and we'll be back. Don't go away.
And now,
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
again,
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
wrong hat.
I take a 7.5.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat.
All right. So this is in honor of two athletes that I have here in the studio, both Steve and John. So just a nod to you both. Yeah, I wanted to do something athletic.
That's
just
really
kind of-
cool.
yeah.
I like that. You know why I like that? Because, I was a 3-sport athlete in my high school
Mhm.
and
John,
growing up.
right?
And that's probably one reason why I have agony. I had agony of defeat. But it's very cool. And I always said that I've always was a really good golfer. Now I'm not. And then we're all really good at what we did, and especially you, because you got that 6 foot.
You got a scholarship, didn't you?
Scholarship, yeah. I played basketball.
Yeah.
But
But you didn't play soccer.
down
in
yes,
Colombia?
I did. I played soccer in Colombia, and I played in California when I lived in California.
And how tall were you then? Were you like you
about
are?
6'4", 6'3".
Okay, you were.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But I was that gringo that grew up playing football, not soccer, football.
real
football.
real football.
We always laugh when they call it soccer.
Yeah.
It's like soccer. What's that? It's football, you mean?
And it's I know we've talked about this
And
before.
then we call it American football.
Yeah, well,
There's American football, and then there's football.
I think it's the perfect sport. That
yeah, it's a lot of running.
you know what I like about it, especially when I'm watching the Premier League on the weekends. You got 45 minutes and no commercials at least.
Wow.
Maybe 50. Yeah, each half.
Wow.
So they and what they do is they start on time.
Mhm.
Over in England, it's 10:30 here, and it's 6 p.m. there or whatever,
Right.
6:30. They play the first half. They got a few extra minutes on there. They do the halftime show, and then they come back right on time, and they finish the second half. And and they run the whole time, and there is no, there's a bunch of fake stuff going on.
Right.
And pretend like they got kicked. But when they score a goal, it's exciting.
Sure.
And,
Yes. Just not sometimes they go 0-0 or 1-0. You don't get many goals there. Just a lot of running around and foot playing.
I saw last night on the ESPN thing that runs on the bottom, some English women's soccer team scored 20 goals in a game.
Holy cow!
It's
wow,
more
that's
than any
incredible.
men or women. 20
Wow.
goals. It's
got to be a record. Yeah.
That's beaten up pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I liked about basketball. At least you're going up and down and scoring all the time.
Well, so when we talk about sports, golf, where I lived in Michigan, when I was a freshman in high school, they changed golf from a spring to a fall sport.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had to play football, and it's a good thing because my body parts are no good anyways. So I was on the golf team. I'd get out of English every day at 2:00. We'd go play 9 holes somewhere, and come back. We would have a good time, and then on Friday nights I'd be sitting up in the stands with all the women, all the girls. And then, and all my friends are down there getting the crap beat out of them. And then I played basketball since 4th grade, and I played a lot of basketball. And fortunately, I went to a small high school, so where I might have been 5th or 6th man, I probably would have been, at the end of the bench with a bigger school. But it doesn't matter. I was crazy. I was a crazy defensive guy. It's hard to believe, I'm sure. Running around like a maniac. And then my other sport was baseball, and I determined later that baseball was probably my best sport. So, anyways, Michigan, I've thrown the ball and my hands were frozen. I was shortstop one time, and I went to throw it to first, and I threw it right into the ground. It's cold.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I've been there.
But
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
So, anyways, that's my story. I've heard yours a lot. I mean, you got great story. Your whole history is amazing. So I think.
You think? Huh?
Oh yeah, from Pizza Hut to porn
Pizza
star.
to Pawn Star. Yeah.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about the Pizza Hut experience for you is that it really helped you hone your business skills.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I got to run. Restaurant businesses are tough.
Yes,
Tough.
they
I
are.
respect any business person that's running a restaurant business is a lot of work. Yep. But but you can be very successful in the restaurant business.
Well, you can. You
Good
bet.
food, great service, and you're gonna make it.
And you were in charge of a lot of Pizza Huts.
Yeah, one time 80.
80.
Yeah.
I used to sell McDonald's their kitchens, as you know, and that's what I did before I came here. And I had a couple operators out, one in Greensboro and one in Memphis. They each had 65 stores, 65 McDonald's.
Wow.
Which they had the good, the bad, and the ugly, but that's the way it works.
You have to have a lot of great people working with you. That's the key.
And wherever
Like any
Steve went,
business.
he had the Midas touch. So
I don't know about that.
yeah.
But I'm thankful. I mean, we always did pretty good. So
Yeah, well, I think it's
That's
a pretty
good.
amazing
Yeah.
story of your family and what you did, and the Christian-based ministries, and
and I just go back. It's to the people. You got to care about the people that you work with and take care of them and treat them right. If you
Yeah.
do that, normally you're going to be successful.
I've always preached that don't forget where you came from. That's so important, and I don't know. So there's so many things that go through your head every day, and one of the interesting things, and I could mention many different businesses that are in this situation with a husband-wife team, and some of you out there who don't work with your spouse think about, oh, I can never do that, but it's I'll tell you, it's one way to have a great relationship and also understand each other. You're going to have your good days and your bad days, but in the end, it's pretty cool. Right?
Yep.
And whoever thought that would happen?
Yep.
I mean, I married my physical therapist, who went from being 36 years of the physical therapist to a 65-year-old Mennonite grandma. So,
Nice.
yeah, aren't I nice?
Yeah.
Dee Dee, I hope you're not listening. Oh my gosh. The locks are getting changed in about 10 minutes. But she just tells me when she hears those type of things, go find another group to tell your jokes.
Yeah, and the deal with Evie, I mean, Evie, she worked over at Tesoro, and she was always the front desk girl that everybody loved, and
Right.
and she has a personality that's just perfect for marketing, for driving business, for getting involved in stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's great. You're really lucky to have
people
that.
people love that, and they all say, "Oh yeah, we know Evie, the 2 locations."
So are
And
you
it's just
more
great-
of the
great
financial
marketing.
guy?
No, I call myself more the operations
The
guy.
operations, yeah.
Finances, I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Look my book sometimes. My accountant sometimes has slapped me on the side of the head.
What are you thinking? Well, so
But hey, I have fun spending money. That's the problem.
we're going to take one more break,
Yep.
and then we'll be back to finish this thing off. And we appreciate everybody listening who is still hanging with us.
Right. And just a reminder, in case we cut out because of Charlie reminding us that there might be some issues with the internet, but you can always listen to us through live through the different platforms that are available, and one of them is YouTube. And so we're on all those different platforms. You just go to our website at wstu.com.
And this is streaming all around the world.
And it's streaming live everywhere.
I'll say hi to some of my favorite friends in Romania.
Yes.
Yes.
They're probably listening.
Bustaba.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. And we'll be right back.
Thanks, Frank. And we are back, Martin County, December 1st. Welcome. You've got just a few more days to shop, and make sure you're not really doing it online. Come see us locally. And
24 days to Christmas.
yeah, and particularly, for a nice variety of stuff, jewelry, you want to go over to Colorado Pawn in Port St. Lucie, or there in Stewart, right off of Canner, when you come whipping around the corner there and trying not to hit the guy next to you.
Right.
But
and check out the Angel Tree.
Yeah, that's right
please
down
come check out
Seville
Angel.
behind us. You
Yeah.
bet. Yeah, that's the Castros up there every year doing that. That burned down 2 years ago, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they, that was.
We're talking about the Angel Tree in
I'm
Colorado
sorry,
Pond,
I'm
sir,
sorry.
Mr. Champion.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, Mr. Champion.
No,
You're
but
right.
yeah,
No.
Castros always do a great job down there.
No, that's true.
Yeah, the Angel Tree is at to support the local family. We have fun doing that.
Thanks
so.
for reminding me,
They're
Steve.
going to do a live nativity over at the Castro
Yes.
place.
Yeah, they do sometimes.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
this year they're going to do a live nativity scene, so that'll be interesting.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going over to the Angel Tree at Colorado Pond.
Yeah, please do come in and support us. Support
You can see how
us
that
to
all
help
works.
help a local family.
I
and-
guess I didn't really understand it. You
Instead-
just got to ask.
Right.
You have a little sign there saying, if you don't understand, ask.
Right.
Jon Campion did.
Right.
It's just local business helping the community.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Helping a family.
I have
and-
other things that I'm focusing on, but this is why I have you here, so I can learn some more cool stuff.
Right.
And,
Right.
I love both our wives. That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
In different ways.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah. But Evie is a treasure, and your wife is wonderful.
yeah.
And she's whenever I come in the office, she'll say, "Oh, John's in the back." You know.
John's in the back. That's where we just untied him. Yeah.
But
They don't let me roam.
She's remember that day I was looking for pulls for my drawers. She went through the whole inventory which you had there, and it was very, very helpful. Yeah, it was great.
Pulls for your drawers.
Yes.
And you're talking to my wife about that? That's really good. That's good. Yeah.
My
never
cabinet
mind.
doors.
Right.
Doors and drawers. Yes.
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 So no, Frank's a good
Yes.
visitor over there and keeps me straight. So Steve, we with 24 days left to Christmas, and so as you are wrapping up your year of kindness and working with, for example, let's just talk about Project Lift for a minute, because what a cause.
Mhm.
And, for those who aren't familiar with Project Lift, they are based in Martin County, and they are run by this incredible guy, Bob. What's his last name? I can't remember. I'm sorry,
Hey,
Bob.
just Bob.
I'll have to look at my phone. But anyways, Bob runs this thing, and they help troubled teenagers get on the right track and help them get through high school, get their GED. And while they're doing that, helping them with school and feeding them and doing all these things, they are helping them learn a trade. AC, electric. It's just really amazing. And
They do welding, they do woodworking, they do auto
Automotive,
mechanics,
yeah. and
AC maintenance, and
the
all
big
kinds of
the
trades
big
they
thing
teach.
is we don't have that trade side of it. I mean, we're blessed that
Right.
like your son Scott is a killer mechanic. He loves cars, and he's working for a local automobile dealership here, and that's very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, so with the getting the trades going, we have many groups out there that are starting businesses to offer those trade out there. It's just, to me, it's great.
Mhm.
And we don't have vocational schools around here, right? I don't. I mean,
Well, Martin, like
sort
for,
of.
for my son, Martin County High does have some vocational opportunities for students that are now looking at going to college.
Yeah. And
So there are some
Okay.
Opportunities that way, which is kind of nice.
so I know, like Treasure Coast Builders, who
Mm-hmm.
I've been associated with for many years. Maddie Williams, the executive
Mhm.
director, is making sure that that they're doing this stuff at some of the PSL schools, and got some good programs going. I think South Fork started first. Now Martin
Mhm.
County has jumped into it, and
Yeah.
as
And
it
I think
should
our
be.
community college does some a
Yeah.
lot of some
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
auto mechanics.
Yes.
So, with that in mind, that's the cool thing about Project Lift, basically in a, Reader's Digest version. And if you ever are
Yeah,
over off,
And that's more for the troubled kids that drop out
Yeah.
because of whatever reasons that they help out. So that's good.
and they, you don't know what they got going on at home. And, if they need a ride, they'll give them a ride. I mean, it's a pretty cool thing. And it is for Martin County kids. We kind of we were able to get Dee Dee talked Bob into accepting a guy from St. Lucie. And he kind of, messed up and missed a really great opportunity, and unfortunately is not in it. But the fact of the matter is, these type of programs are fantastic.
Mhm.
Right.
And if you ever want to go, through it and see it, you can always go over there in old Palm City. They're off 34th Street or something.
Yes.
Anyway,
Off map road.
off
there,
map road. Yeah. So we got about 5 minutes left, and is there anything that we missed that I kind of, even though I talked about it, I didn't do it because I'm good at that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got some, like Boys and Girls Club we're involved with, Tykes and
Okay.
Teens,
Right.
Fellowship Christian Athletes. We like supporting that, and they have a good. They're in Martin County High and also in South, and they're there with the high school athletes, just supporting them and helping them get through life and stuff.
No,
So
that's good.
that's a good one.
That is a good one.
And the other thing, Evie's involved in that right now, and we support is the Shop with a Cop, where there's a lot of needy kids and stuff, and they bring them in and they go out and shop with police
How cool is that?
in a uniform, and they go to Walmart, and so Evie's there with her elf
Mhm.
outfit
Yeah.
to make it fun and help them out. And that's always a neat thing,
Yeah.
because you got these kids that are growing up in troubled homes, and they get to go actually and shop with a cop that gives them a relationship, and
That's
I
neat.
think that's really key
That is
and a
really
good
cool.
thing for our community.
And I'm sure the cops are the police officers are
Yes.
very,
Yeah,
bringing them in
enjoy
and
it.
getting them.
they enjoy
feeling good.
spending money and not paying for it.
Sure.
Buying the kids
Right
some
out,
toys.
right out. Doesn't matter
But
whether
it's
you're
good.
Yeah.
But it's a
cop or
great thing, and it's a fun thing to do, and it helps some of the needy kids in
That-
some of our needy communities here in town.
So, I mean, you guys definitely, I've always admired your scenario as you open up a little bit on the Boys and Girls Club and that, that's a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
to keep track of. So, it's good.
Well, luckily I have Evie. She keeps track of it. She tries to keep me straight.
Mhm.
All right. So
She
you've
just
had a
tells me
chance-
where to go and where to send the check.
Well, okay. Yeah. I have to kind of, yeah. Dee Dee handles all our financials. So I
Yeah.
just kind of
Right.
stay
You
out of the
defer,
way.
you defer to her,
I do.
except for when you bought your car.
That was my money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Todd Mobile.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
Thanks.
and then remember, you got to come in to
Mm.
Colorado Pond, the Angel Tree, and support a local family.
Mm.
It's
I
a
will.
great time. We buy gifts for special family and a meal for Christmas. So
So there
it's
you
something
go.
that we do every year.
So we can put all the gifts in the convertible, and then John could put on the Santa hat
Because it'll all
And-
fit in such a big car.
and deliver all the gifts.
Yeah.
To
the
needy
convertible. What convertible is this? The one you're going to pawn and sell
No,
to Colorado Pond?
No, no, that's something that was the Fauci Buick,
people.
right?
Buick Fauci.
The Buick Fauci that Frank had on the radio here. No, I bought a muscle car thing.
Neat.
But
Wow.
it'd be fun. Yeah, that would be
Chevelle?
good.
Chevelle?
Yeah.
Impala
Impala.
66.
Wow. Good.
convertible.
Good for you.
Yeah, we had one back when I was a younger gentleman.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how big it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
those
I don't remember it.
Impalas are big.
Yeah, we
I had a Nova, Supernova.
You could
Okay.
stretch out in the trunk of that car.
Yeah, and it's
Obviously,
clean. It's
yeah,
clean.
yeah.
It's all anyways. So I do have Todd Harris from Crown Car Care
Mhm.
keeps the care of my car,
So
and
you got that tuned up for you.
yeah, it cranked up pretty good the other Sunday afternoon.
Nice.
They heard me in the neighborhood,
Cool.
so yeah, no, it's always good. They know when I'm coming, so it's a whole new experience for me. I know nothing about cars, and the I'll just give a free plug because I really love to have anybody show up. We have the Treasure Coast Vintage Chevrolet group. We're having a car show over at the Botanical Gardens over in PSL.
Oh, right by our Port St. Lucie
It's
store.
right
Yes.
there, right?
Yes, it's a beautiful place.
Okay, well, it's free admission,
Yep, and it's a big show.
and we're going to have 200 cars maybe there. And
When is this?
this is Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah,
So that would be the 5th, I think.
4th.
4th, okay.
Yeah, 9 to 3.
Great.
And we'll see,
Yeah.
And then come check out the angel tree
across
at Colorado Pond.
All right.
We get a twofer.
All right. I got to go hit the ATM and take care of things. Hey, Steve, thanks for being on with us today.
Thanks for having me
Always
here.
fun. Yeah. And Frank, thank you. Thanks for covering me.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping us straight, right?
Oh my God,
right.
I love it.
the
You
two-
guys are the best.
The two tall guys.
All right.
The taller
We gotta
guy.
go.
All right. Hey, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye now.